Describe Hua Hin as a tourist city. So a lot of different cultures and people come to Hua Hin to spend their vacation. So it doesn't look like the rest of Thailand that I've seen. Like, there's a lot of different cultures, a lot of white people, a lot of, like, you don't expect that in Hua Hin. So,
and has lots of huge food markets that you can go and eat, and they have food, delicious food.
A lot of different shops. You can see different markets along the streets. There's lots of places to go and hang out and shop.
One of our ministry in Hua Hin was to hand out tracts to the market and to the beach to Thai people and also for the foreigners.
And we had to learn some Thai in order to tell them what we were doing. And yeah, that was quite difficult, trying to remember the phrase and the tones. And then some people were like, "What are you trying to say to me?" And other people were just like, "Yeah, just give it to me so I can walk away."
Tell, "Hey, Jesus loves you," and people would reject you. But then when you're in that uncomfortable moments, just putting the vision in your mind, like, what am I here? What is the purpose of being here? Why am I doing this? Because you never know, at least one person, right? At least one person that could be saved and could change his or her life.
One of the really cool things that I've been seeing through the ministry in Hua Hin is just how many doors God can open through things that we would never expect. The high school that we went to, the church in Hua Hin got connected through going to another school and doing a presentation, and the teacher that they're connected with isn't even at that school. Someone at that school was like, "Oh, I have somebody I know who works at a high school." Talk to them, and then they got in contact.
I guess my favorite ministry in Hua Hin would have been going to the high schools and teaching English, spending some time with the students. I feel I have a heart for youth, but I can be intimidated by them sometimes. It was really nice to be able to spend some time with more youth my age and get to know them and realize that it's not really that big of a deal to hang out and have some fun with some other youth.
I like school ministry because I like to just reach out to the kids and be able to get one-on-one with them and get to just share the love directly with them. So the first school we went to was a Catholic school. We had 5 classes there, and we did our basic routine of introducing ourselves with some games. Then we had individual groups at the end to just connect individually with them and to get to know them. The second day we went to the Hua Hin school, and we did the same routine there, only this time we had about 7 classes to go to. We got to reach out to every English class in the entire school, so that's really good.
So everything that they're doing in Hua Hin with the vision of being able to connect to different places, and you know, God opened so many doors, and we would have never been able to go to the high school if they had not gone out and done ministry at a different school. We would never have been able to go to the jungle and minister to the kids there and spend time with them and play with them and get to know them if we had not connected with people who go to the church in Hua Hin, who had only been going there for a couple of months, and they found through Google.
God has spoken to me a lot about myself and my character, and it's taught me a lot about why I do things, I guess. Starting to know my purpose a bit more, my identity, and maybe what I want to do when I grow up, and what God has for me.
Well, the last devotion with Pastor Nay and Pastor Ruth was something deep inside that was released. God spoke to me about unforgiveness and the past hurts and past discouragement that day that I released all of it. So it was a breakthrough. And I was actually expecting that coming to this trip, to just release all that is inside. And I've never felt so free from guilt. Never felt so free from unforgiving people. God said that you'll no longer a slave to sin of yourself and the sin of other people. And so just having that weight, you know, it's really good. Yeah.
I've definitely learned a lot about myself and the things that I love and, you know, what I want to do in the future. I see myself just, honestly, the one thing that I want to do is follow God to the ends of the earth, whether it be to Thailand or back in Canada, wherever it may be. I just want to follow Him and stay at His feet and worship Him.
God spoke to me that I don't always have to understand what's going on. I spend a lot of time at home trying to figure out things perfectly in my head. And on this trip, I noticed that I didn't always know exactly what we were doing or what people were trying to get me to do. And that was somewhat character building, to just kind of go with the flow.
So this is my last day in Thailand because I have to go back, or I get to go back to Bible College in Columbus, Ohio, where I will be starting my second year there. And this is an experience that I won't forget.